Right, good afternoon everybody. This is your weekly outlook video on all of the major pairs or the pairs against the dollar. Please read through the disclaimer. You know how it works. I explain all of the setups. I explain what I see, how I will approach the market. I will do the analysis for you. And then on the left hand side, I will update the charts according to what the direction is that I'm looking for that specific pair or currency pair. And then during the week you will get your videos, your setup videos. So in line with my longer term or medium term outlook, I will take trades on a shorter time frame and I will let you know on Telegram. And then 7 o'clock on Tuesday night you will have mentorship. Right everybody, let's start with the dollar. I have adjusted the wave count. So this week I will do the video first, and then tonight I will come update all of the charts and upload them. It's a lot of work, but that's okay. So I have updated this wave count on the dollar. Now I know and I have seen that there are now 120 million people, traders, that say this is the bottom of the dollar. My apologies, we are going long with the dollar. I do not agree. Again, I'm looking for the support level to be tested first. It doesn't make sense that the dollar will just turn around here. And we have heard on Friday how the economy or the Fed will still stimulate the economy. They are just printing dollars. There is no reason for this to turn around now. Now we have seen on Thursday how aggressive the market can turn around. There were some numbers from the US that was dollar bullish, and of course it was the end of the week with the end of the month, so profit taking place on the dollar. Massive turnaround here, and this is why we have stop losses. I explained this whole week last week. You can go look at every video. I explained that this is a corrective pattern, that many patterns can still happen here, and I want to go through them now to explain to you what I see. I will still stay bearish below 93. So my invalidation area has been adjusted. I'm looking for 3 waves up, 3 waves down, 3 waves up into this equal X box. Then I'll be looking for the market to go lower. So originally we expected a 3-wave pullback and this market to push lower. Or the other thing that we can expect here is perhaps a triangle. This was explained to you in detail. This is why I do these videos. And then I'm looking for short opportunities on the dollar. If we get a little bit of a pullback, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, I will still sell the euro, the pound, the majors against the dollar. But I am looking at this only as a 3-wave pullback. I'm still looking at the sequence here, that I'm looking at a red label 1 and 2 here. Very complex correction, wave 4 here, and I'm looking to push lower. Maybe in the next 2 weeks or so we're going to get this dollar bearish continuation pattern. Right, let's start with the euro, also adjusted according to what the dollar index is saying. I'm looking at least this support level at 116 to be tested. Alright, so I'm looking at the wave count here as the blue wave 3 that ended. Yes, this is 5 waves. All of the rules apply there. I've adjusted it according to what the market is doing. 3 waves down, 3 waves up. 3 waves down into this box will get me interested to buy the euro for the next move higher. I'm staying with the trend. I'm not looking at this as a trend reversal. The pound is a bit of a bummer. Look at this resistance. We're actually at this opening and closing prices of the week of April 2018, opening and closing prices there. We just hit it on this last week. Aggressive. That's a shooting star against the resistance. You should think bearish from here. But guys, please remember that these highs are not being tested yet. We did not reach the highs. I wanted to be tested. Why? Because I wanted them to take out the stop losses above those highs. If the stop losses are gone, they created liquidity, and then I'm looking for a move lower. This is still bullish. Everything here is bullish. We can just get a 3-wave pullback and the market will move higher again. What I am looking for is maybe to this past resistance future support area. Maybe we can get in there, but I don't think it's going to get to that. If you drop down to 1 hour time frame, and this is my trading plan for next week. So I'm just putting it out here. I'm looking at a 5-wave move to complete here on Monday. I will sell any corrective pullback. This is the setup that I'm looking for next week on the pound for one push to the downside. There is enough space down here. There are enough pips from 41 to 36. That is 500 pips to the downside to the support area. So although the market is still bullish, we can take corrective patterns on smaller time frames and we can trade them. New Zealand dollar and Aussie, difficult because we're looking at a pullback on the euro, but these wave counts are suggesting that the Aussie and the New Zealand dollar is done. We are looking at least 70 cents to be tested here. If the market gives me a corrective pattern here longer term, I will take the trade to the upside. Obviously this will be an A wave, this will be a B wave, and then we're looking for longer term dollar bullishness to come back after they've changed the policies, but for not now. So Australian dollar is the same as the pound, very aggressive to the downside. Rather wait for this. If it gives you corrective patterns here for the next week or so, I will take it to the downside, staying with these. But I understand that these are just 3-wave structures. These are not trend reversals. Right, so this 5-wave count is complete. On the New Zealand dollar, are we getting a rising or an ascending wedge? We don't know. Anything can happen. Are we getting just a 3-wave pullback for this market to complete a 4th wave here? So this can be a running flat pattern, if you understand patterns. This can be a running flat in the 4th wave and then push higher again. I am looking for dollar bearishness. So Aussie and New Zealand dollar not clear, walk away from it. I've adjusted the wave count on the dollar Canadian dollar to fit in with my dollar bearish scenario. You can see this is same 1 and 2. I'm actually looking at this 3rd wave complete now. I'm looking at a 3-wave pullback into this 129 area for the Canadian dollar and then still lower dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is not complete. I'm also looking at this support line to be tested before I will tell you that I believe the dollar CAD bottom is in. No real sense that the market will turn here in the middle of nowhere. Policies are the same. They are still stimulating the economy. The only reason why this dollar bullishness came out on Thursday is that numbers that came out a little better than expected. Dollar Swiss, obviously the same. Adjusted the wave count. I will stay bearish while we're below 95 cents. I'm looking at a 3-wave corrective pattern here, 1, 2, 3, X, 1, 2, 3 into this resistance at 93. Perhaps there somewhere I will take short opportunities for the dollar Swiss to go down. Dollar yen, I'm looking for more upside. I believe the wave 2 is in validation area at this stage is 102.60. As long as the support is holding, we are bullish. We can see that the market is putting bullish structures. The wave count is not clear here. I believe we're at the end of some sort of first wave here. This is wave 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I believe this is an ending diagonal or a rising wedge. So what is the plan on the dollar yen? I'm looking to buy the pullbacks while 102.50 is holding. This is a longer term trend. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a ascending wedge. A 3-wave pullback, maybe equal legs here into this past resistance, future support. This will be just perfect to get 104, 104.80, that area for dollar yen to buy and much more upside. If you look at the longer term where dollar yen is going, I'm looking actually for that resistance to be tested at 120, 122. The long term view, this wave count on the dollar yen, this is wave 3, 4, and 5, completing a B wave. Longer term structures first, and then smaller time structures. This is a completed impulse to the upside. I'm looking for this market to correct here because this market gave us an impulse wave, a corrective pattern here, and another move higher. And that will complete the sequence as a 1, 2, 3 pullback, and we're looking for higher levels from there. But that's long term. Now, let's look at some other pairs. I'm looking at Swedish krona, they're very much the same as the dollar. I'm looking for more downside. The Mexican as well, more downside. And Norwegian crown, more downside. Let's look at the rand for now. updated the wave count. I'm looking at an 11 wave swing here. I'm looking at this as some sort of flat pattern. It's either a running flat and we will go lower from here, or it's going to be an expanding flat. But I'm looking for this resistance to be tested at 1550 or 16. Let's make it 1550, 16 Rand area resistance, and I'm looking for the sellers to come in again. Maybe to this 1350 area. I want this support to be taken out, this support to be tested at least. Create liquidity there. Everybody will think that the dollar rand is bearish. They fool everybody, and then the reversal. The reversal is imminent, but we're still waiting here for the impulse wave, 3-wave pullback. Impulse wave will complete this correction pattern and more downside. No trade set up for me. This is just the outlook for the week. Oil, nothing you can do. I'm still looking for oil to push into the 70, 75 Rand area. I'm actually taking this as a 3-wave move now. It's not an impulse. This is not a 4th and a 5th. This is too big. B-wave, more upside. Any pullback on oil, I believe we're going to buy to the upside. Again, as I said, if oil breaks this or tests this resistance at 65, 70, be very careful with Sasol, because then Sasol completed the equal legs, and I'm then looking for a pullback. Maybe to this $34 again. And then we're going to be all over oil. Gold and silver clear. This is a corrective pattern. I'm looking for a drop. Impulse wave here as an A wave. I'm looking at a corrective pattern here. So next week, what I'm looking for on silver, we will drop to a smaller time frame. So again, these videos, Elliott wave medium term outlook, is to show you what I'm looking for this week to come. And each and every day. Now I will go look at this. It's a pity that oil, or silver, my apologies, just missed us at 28.43. That was our resistance level that we wanted to sell. But the market decided just to move down. I'm going to look at these structures. I want to look for bearish opportunities. The same with gold. Now, this is the longer term view of gold. I'm still looking at this 1650 to 1480 area. That's a big area for oil to drop in. So I can see this as a wave. I'm looking for a pullback into this wave X for next week. Then I'm looking to sell for the move lower. So going back to silver, we maybe can get, if we're lucky, I believe this is just a 3-wave pullback. We will get this into, as gold goes higher as well, get into short positions here. Stop losses will be above. There's a big move, I believe, going lower on gold and silver. Those are your major pairs and commodities. See you Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Your charts will be updated on the left-hand side by tomorrow morning. All right, everybody, keep well.